The textbooks say Czech resistance fighters killed Nazi Reinhard Heydrich in 1942. They're missing what really sealed his fate. For 80 years we've told ourselves a clean story. Two brave Czechs, trained by the British, ambushed the Reich protector's car in Prague. They shot him. He died. The Nazis retaliated. End of transmission. I've read the official reports myself, stacked in archives from London to Prague, and they all sing the same hymn. It's the story that makes sense. It's also the story that obscures what actually happened. Reinhard Heydrich. The name still tastes like ice water in the mouths of historians. Blonde, brilliant, ruthless, the man Himmler called his successor. By May 1942, he'd orchestrated the Wannsee Conference, which formalized the machinery of the Holocaust. He ran the Gestapo. He was, by any measure, a priority target. Operation Anthropoid, the codename itself, feels like a riddle. In December 1941, the British Special Operations Executive greenlit a plan to eliminate Heydrich. Two men were chosen, Joseph Gabčík and Karel Svoboda, both Czech exiles trained in England. On May 27, 1942, they waited on a Prague street corner near a sharp bend in the road. The car came. Gabčík fired, his gun jammed. Svoboda threw a grenade. The blast tore through the Mercedes. Heydrich was wounded badly, but alive. He chased Svoboda into a shop, firing his own pistol. Then he collapsed. Infection set in. 9 days later, on June 4th, he was dead. The official narrative is complete. The Czechs won. But here's where the accepted story cracks. The grenade that killed Heydrich wasn't conventional. It was a specially modified anti-tank device called a cumulative charge grenade, designed by SOE engineers specifically for this job. I've held the technical specs. The blast radius was engineered to penetrate armor. A standard grenade wouldn't have done it. More, Heydrich's driver, Johannes Klein, reported something odd. Before the assassination, Heydrich had changed his routine. He'd stopped using his usual armor-plated vehicle. No one ordered this change, not Himmler, not Hitler himself. Heydrich made the decision alone, days before the attack. Why would the paranoid architect of genocide suddenly make himself vulnerable? Then there's the timing. The British knew with uncanny precision exactly when and where Heydrich would be. The SOE had intelligence, good intelligence. Too good. They knew his scheduled days in advance. They knew the route. They knew the vehicle. In wartime, that level of operational detail comes from one place, inside information. I found a memo, not classified anymore, but buried in a footnote of a 1997 Czech security archive. It suggests Heydrich had made enemies inside the SS itself. Himmler, his patron, was growing concerned about his ambition. Some historians whisper that Himmler may have quietly cleared the path, not ordered the killing, but removed the obstacles to it. The real story isn't about two brave Czechs defeating a Nazi. That's the comforting myth. The real story is darker. A man marked by his own side, handed to the Allies, and eliminated by a combination of foreign intelligence, internal Nazi politics, and the courage of soldiers who didn't know the full game they were playing. After the assassination, the Nazis retaliated with medieval fury. The village of Lidis was razed, 173 men executed, 184 women sent to Auschwitz, 82 children gassed. It was one of the Holocaust's cruelest massacres, and it was presented to the world as punishment for killing Heydrich. But was it, or was it cover, a way to erase any whisper of internal Nazi intrigue? Gabčík and Svoboda didn't survive the occupation. They were hunted, cornered in a Prague church crypt by the Gestapo, and killed in a firefight weeks later. Their families were executed. The Nazis made sure no one could ask them questions, but the documents remain, and they tell a story the victors preferred to leave untold. The lesson here isn't that the Czechs didn't matter. They did. They were instruments, yes, but instruments of a larger machinery. In war, especially in the shadow war of intelligence, heroism and manipulation are twins. We celebrate one, we ignore the other. Both are true. Subscribe, there's a new unsolved layer to a famous assassination every week on this channel. Subscribe, there's a new unsolved layer to a famous assassination every week on this channel.